So this is now the third lap completed. Lewis Hamilton is still right behind us. It's contact. I don't believe it. It's contact between both the Mercedes drivers. Oh, wowzers. No. Yes. Well, hello all you strange and interesting creatures of the internet. Welcome back to the All Seasons on F1 2017. Now, you've seen the title of this video, so I've had to trim a few things down so we can get the whole race in. And as you can see, we are 8 points behind now Lewis Hamilton. Let's get on with this then. We go straight to qualifying. As you can see, it was a wet session at the USA racetrack. And we're currently in 7th position though, but we are up on our Delta time, so hopefully we can improve on that as we're about to cross the line now with just 1 minute and 45 seconds left of the qualifying. Valtteri Bottas has already got it, so he's going to be in the lead for this race. We're going to cross the line. We're going to improve on 7th position. I think we did. I think we went into 4th place. Let's have a look now. Yes, 4th position now for our race at USA. Fantastic. Okay, so once again it's time for the 5 lights to go out on the All Seasons career mode, and we say go, 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 and it's away he goes from 4th position. We're going to throw you off to the right-hand side. There's Hamilton directly in front of us. He drifts off to the right-hand side and we dive down the middle. Oh, Bottas as well. Do we get past Bottas? Yes, we do. It's another fantastic performance for Hookster, and we go up into the lead of the race. This is exactly what we needed on the first lap of the Grand Prix at USA as we go through the very, very complicated S section of this COTA circuit, but we hold on. Oh, yellow flags, everyone. Yellow flags. What's going on? Not quite sure, but we have yellows out on the circuit. There's a car dropped out at the back. You can see on the mini-map. Yes, in fact, there's 2 cars that have dropped back, but it wasn't Hamilton, unfortunately. He's still right with us. Yes, right up our Kishner Dells at the moment, as we are still on the first lap of this Grand Prix. Yes, the Grand Prix at the gorgeous COTA circuit. Okay, so we're just looking back now. There is Lulu. He's right there. He's not going to go anywhere. And we're going to continue on in 1st position. There's Lulu. Behind we got Valtteri Bottas, who did start in the lead, but he has dropped back behind Lewis Hamilton. Still the first lap of this Grand Prix. Only 2% of wear on the tyres at the moment. Yes, this is we got a purple sector as well, so we are doing really well as we almost take out the Bollard there, almost. But yes, as I was just about to say, this is of course all gearbox. Gearbox is at 61% wear. Hopefully we won't get any gearbox problems during this race. Of course, we're getting now to the very final stages of this season. Just a few more rounds to go as we're about to come around the corner for the second time, or is it the first time? And Lewis Hamilton is still right up our Kishner Dells as we climb up the hill now for lap 2. Yes, it's now lap 2. And so we are just about to take the very, very tight turn 1 of the beautiful COTA circuit. The sun is shining brightly and Hookster takes that corner superbly indeed. And now it's time to go through this very, very complicated S section at the circuit. Yes, this circuit was designed by Hermann Tilke, don't you know? Yes, I don't know what drugs he was on when he designed this circuit, but if I could have some, please. Yes, thank you very much. So we still hold on to 1st position. Lewis Hamilton is still right behind, as you can see from those angry arrows behind, that he's still not going anywhere. We've got a car right down the field, as you can see on the mini-map. Don't know who that is, but we've definitely got some back markers who are dropping well back onto the rest of the field. Anyway, still continuing on in 1st position, but Lewis Hamilton, he can't pass us yet because he hasn't got DRS, but he is inching ever closer to our rear end, as you can see, as we keep looking back now during this Grand Prix, as we hold on valiantly to this 1st position. But for how much longer can we hold on to the lead? And as you can see, we got our purple sector once again, so we're still doing well. We've got to be very, very careful, of course, because in this round of the championship we are on ultra soft tyres, which means that we've got to be careful of that undercut when we come into the pit. So we've got to leave it as late as possible before we come in for our pit stop. It's absolutely vital in these final rounds of the championship that we hold on to this 1st place. Yes, we've got to hold on to it, otherwise we're going to be in real trouble towards the final stages of the championship. As we come round now to start lap 3, Lewis Hamilton still up our Kishner Dells with Valtteri Bottas right behind him as well, as Hamilton puts in a fastest lap, and the DRS has now been enabled. Yes, the DRS has been enabled. Once again, the Hookster comes round time 1, still holding on to the lead, and once again we're going to go through this X section, and hopefully we will still be okay by the end of this lap holding off from Lewis Hamilton, but we can see from the arrows darting all over the place that Lewis is trying for every single kind of opportunity he can to try and overtake us and steal this lead away from us. Don't forget, of course, his Mercedes car is well up on performance compared to this Red Bull, so we're pretty much only defending. We can't really have any pace in the car against both these Mercedes that are behind us. And now, of course, we are going into the DRS zone, but Hamilton's not very close. He's not that close at all, so I don't think he's going to get the move done on us to get past us at the moment. But he's gaining now. Look at this. Hamilton is gaining as we're about to go into this turn, but we are going to have him covered off superbly. Once again, we sort of go to the middle of the track and hold on to this position. Lewis Hamilton still right behind us. Valtteri Bottas behind him. We've got one of the Ferraris behind Valtteri Bottas as well, still on the third lap of this Grand Prix. The Hookster is still holding on. He gets a warning there, though, for exceeding track limits. But there's an old saying that goes around here that says that the Hookster never gives up and he never surrenders. Don't you know, don't you know? And he is going to carry on during this championship and fight until hopefully we win it at the end of the season. So this is now the third lap completed. Lewis Hamilton is still right behind us. It's contact! I don't believe it. It's contact between both the Mercedes drivers. Oh, wowzers. No. Yes, Lewis Hamilton has made contact with Valtteri Bottas. As you can see, what is going on here with... And I think... Wait, one's slowing down. One is slowing down. I can see on the mini-map. I think both of them have slowed down. I think both the Mercedes cars have slowed down. This is unbelievable scenes at the USA Grand Prix. But yes, and now we've got Kimi Raikkonen. There's a car behind us in second place. Esteban Ocon is in third position. But both the Mercedes have had serious problems there on that lap. Oh my God. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. This is now lap 4 and we've now got different cars behind us. So what has happened to Lewis Hamilton? And more importantly than that, what has happened to Valtteri Bottas? I'm not quite sure. We just look at the mini-map. You can see we've got yellow flag sections and there's a car going very, very slowly out on the circuit. Now, is this Lewis Hamilton? Well, I'm not quite sure. We'll find out in about 30 seconds because we will actually be catching up to that car as we are now fending off quite superbly from Kimi Raikkonen. He's well into the mix now in that Ferrari, trying to get past us, but we're holding him back. But who is that car going very, very slowly with the yellow flags coming out? I'm not quite sure. Oh, please be Lulu. Please be Lulu. I don't believe it. What an unbelievable turn of events there. I have no idea what happened. It just looked like Lewis Hamilton or maybe Valtteri Bottas ploughed straight to the back of Lewis Hamilton. There was definitely some debris from someone's car there as they smacked into each other. Whatever has happened, both the Mercedes drivers are having problems now in this race as we once again go up the hill to start lap 5. Kimi Raikkonen still in second position. Esteban Ocon currently in third place. And there is that car on the mini-map you can see going very, very slowly indeed, bringing out the yellow flags during every section, and we are getting ever closer to that car. Who is it now? Is it Valtteri Bottas? And has Lewis Hamilton managed to continue on? I'm not quite sure, but we're getting very close now. We're just about to find out. We've got to be careful though to defend from Kimi Raikkonen, because if we lose a little bit of focus here, he may use this opportunity to try and get past us, because Kimi is a sly old fox indeed. So that slow car is now going down this very, very long straight, so it won't be long before we catch him now, just coming round the corner. We're going to give it some full beans. We're still running the rich mix, of course. So what is that car? What is that car? Is it Lulu? And we're getting very, very close to him now. Who is it? Who is it? It's Lewis Hamilton. I don't believe it. It's Lewis Hamilton. He is... Surely he's going to be out of the points now. Surely he's not going to be able to recover from that, and he's going to be out of the World Championship points. Oh my God. Oh my God, and we continue on in first position. Lewis Hamilton has got a serious problem with his car and he has dropped right back. I'm not quite sure what he's doing. He's still driving about on circuit. He needs to get that car into the pits and sorted, because this is no good. This is absolutely no good for his championship, but it's absolutely excellent for the Hookster. Absolutely excellent as we hold on now to this first position. This is now lap 5. Now we would normally, if we had the super soft tyres on, come in for our pit stop, but we're not going to do that. We're going to carry on going, possibly for one more lap before we make our stop. So on to lap 6 now, pretty much half distance of this Grand Prix, and you can see Kimi Raikkonen is still in second place. Esteban Ocon is still in third position and holding station quite valiantly. Wowzers. Well, that was very unexpected indeed for that turn of events to happen between the two Mercedes drivers. But of course, Hoekstra has capitalised on this, and he's got to keep capitalising on it and hopefully stay in the lead, because he needs maximum points as we go into the final few rounds. We've got Brazil, of course, which is a really good circuit for the Hoekstra. I think we've got Mexico as well, which should be okay, and then of course we've got the last round of the championship. So we will see what happens, but it's looking good for Hoekstra at the moment as he continues on in the lead of this Grand Prix. But don't forget, of course, it's all going to depend now on the pit stops, and we're just about to come in, I do believe, for our pit stop on lap 6. Yes, and Kimi Raikkonen's looking like a very angry wasp behind us there. He tried to remove, the arrows went red, but he didn't manage to pull it off, so we hold on to this first position on lap 6 of this Grand Prix. So the team want us in from lap 6 onwards, and I think we are going to come in now for our stop, because we've got quite a little bit of a gap towards some of the main cars, you can see on the mini-map there. So this is quite possibly the best time for us to come in for our pit stop. And yes, we do. We decide to come in for our stop from the lead. Just looking back, look, there's no cars behind us. This could be great. Well, it is now. There's one coming in, but we should be clear. We should be clear as we come in for our stop now, and the lads change us onto the super soft tyre, which is the hard tyre for this stint. And no, we're getting hell. I don't believe it. Fucking Ferrari. Oh, there's more cars holding us up as well. Oh, fuck's sake. Every time with these pit stops, we've been held in the pits, and we're now down to 9th position. Yes, 9th place as we rejoin on lap 7 in 9th. God, don't believe it. I don't believe it. I was trying to not hang it out for another lap, because otherwise the cars that were already pitting would have managed to catch up to us, and we had lost positions anyway. So we had to come in at that point, but unfortunately the Ferrari pit garage is right in front of ours. And I mean, just look at the gap that we had when we came into the pit stop. The Ferrari was absolutely nowhere. It wasn't even in our rear view mirrors, and yet it held us in that pit stop. That's just absolutely crazy. Anyway, lap 7, everyone, still holding on to 9th position. Now, hopefully, we should gain a few positions, because Carlos Sainz in front of us is still on the ultra soft, so he's still got to come in for his pit stop. And hopefully there's a few more cars in front of us. We don't ever look at the race director to see who hasn't come in, of course, because it just spoils it if you're driving around. It's a lot better to look at it afterwards, and then you'll find out exactly what happened during the race. So we've got to keep the pressure on. Unfortunately, we are down a little bit on fuel, but we've got to continue with this, because of course this is the pit stop cycle. So we don't want to go into lean mix yet, otherwise we could get jumped by some of the other cars. Oh, teammate is in. Our teammate Daniel Ricciardo, the Honey Badger, has now come in for his pit stop. So we should gain a position there, hopefully. You can see on the mini-map now that there's a lot of cars in, and there's another car in front of us that's coming as well. So now we're going to gain some positions here. Hopefully, yes. But I'm still thinking after that pit stop we have lost ground. Yes, we have, because look, there's a car already coming out of the pits. In fact, there's another car coming out of the pits as well. So we're going to rejoin in 4th position, and it's my teammate in front of us, Daniel Ricciardo. The Honey Badger has jumped us out of the pit stop cycle, and we're in 4th place. I think 4th place is all we're going to get in this race. I really do. I don't believe... Oh, wait a minute. Yellow flags. What's going on? What is going on? I'm not quite sure. Daniel Ricciardo's still ahead of us at the moment, so everything's going well. Oh, no, there's a car off. It's Sebastian Vettel. Oh my goodness, the Ferrari driver. He is out of this Grand Prix. And so that is, well, it's great news for our campaign, of course, with Sebastian Vettel, because he was getting very, very close to actually overtaking us in the championship. So this is great news. Once again, absolutely great news for the Hoekstra. Yes. Like a phoenix rising from the ashes after that terrible pit stop, we have survived a little bit. And oh my goodness, Lewis Hamilton has now put in a fastest lap. He has finally woken up in the later stages of this Grand Prix and decided to drive his car properly. Yes. So Lewis Hamilton currently with fastest lap. I'm sure he's not going to get back into the points though. He surely can't get back into the points from this. He was crawling around the circuit for a very, very long time. So hopefully we should be okay. And he should be down out of the points. And we're still chasing our teammate, Daniel Ricciardo. Now, can we get a podium? Well, we are still pushing like crazy. We are still in rich mix on lap 8 of the Grand Prix. And, oh, wait a minute. Daniel Ricciardo looked like he was going to go into the pits there, as you can see. Has Daniel Ricciardo got a problem with his car? I'm not quite sure, but he definitely sort of dived to the left for a moment, looking like he was going to go into the pits. But no, it's okay, as we're about to start lap 9 now. Lap 9, still chasing Daniel Ricciardo. He's got a car in front. Oh, look at that. The Hookster trying to go in deep there, trying to go in deep and trying to get the tyre to line, but he didn't quite have enough there to catch up to the back of Daniel Ricciardo as we now go through the S section once again. At COTA, yes, this is a section that not a lot of people like. It's very, very difficult to actually get right, it has to be said. But there you go, it's in the track, so we have to live with it as we're still chasing Daniel Ricciardo. In fact, we are getting very, very close now to the back of... Oh, that was a little bit of judicious corner cutting there for Nooks. They didn't get a sort of warning or anything though. So anyway, we're still chasing now Daniel Ricciardo as we now come around the corner here. And we are gaining a lot of purchase on Daniel Ricciardo as we now go down this very, very long straight. And we are... Oh, yellow flag, what's going on? Daniel Ricciardo's got a problem. I don't believe it. Daniel Ricciardo's got a problem with his car. You can see just in front of us. And he pulls off the circuit and we go up into a podium position. Oh my goodness, I do not believe it. Daniel Ricciardo is out. He's out of the Grand Prix, and Hookster on lap 9 of this Grand Prix goes into 3rd position in the race. It's a podium. It's not what we wanted. We wanted to finish this race in the lead, but we will take a podium any day of the week after that disastrous pit stop for us. So now we can finally turn down the fuel and hopefully get to the end of the race, and we hold on to this 3rd position. As you can see on the mini-map there is unfortunately Daniel Ricciardo, our teammate. Now of course this is not good news because we could have a problem with our car, but unfortunately in this game you don't actually have any problems and your car will not stop on the circuit. So we'll be able to continue on until the rest of this Grand Prix. We now climb up the hill and start lap 10. Wow, there's been some real developments in this race, I have to say. And I also have to say that a lot of it has gone in favour of the Hookster. A lot of it, but then of course he had that pit stop problems where he got held in the pit, so he lost the advantage. But we are going to be good with 3rd position now. I don't know where that's going to put us in the championship in regards to Lewis Hamilton. I can't work out the maths because I'm talking at the same time, but hopefully I think if he doesn't score any points, which I'm pretty sure he won't do because he was crawling around the circuit, hopefully we should be just ahead of him again, even with our 3rd position. So that's going to be great. Yes, absolutely great as we go once again into the final rounds of this championship. We've got Esteban Ocon in the Racing Point Force India directly ahead of us in 2nd place at the moment. Wow, he's doing really, really well. He must have taken full advantage of those pit stops and didn't get held at all, I shouldn't think, and that's why he's in 2nd place. So yeah, he's doing well. But unfortunately, I don't think we've got the pace to catch him because, of course, now we've got to run on lean fuel for the remaining laps of this Grand Prix. We've got Kevin Magnussen behind us in 4th position, but he's almost 5 seconds behind us. So we've got plenty of a gap there, but we can maintain this lean mixture until the end. We've got minus 74 at the moment on the lean mix as Kimi Räikkönen puts in a fastest lap. And we're just about to come around the corner to start lap 11, but we should be okay. Hopefully we should regain all our fuel by the end of the Grand Prix. Otherwise we're going to run out of fuel and that's going to be an absolute disaster. But I think the Hookster has pretty much got on top of his fuel situation now. He's been driving a very, very long time, so I think we should be able to gain that fuel back pretty much by about the end of the 14th lap. Hopefully we should have at least be in the green sector by the 14th lap. So we're still holding on to 3rd position at the moment. Valtteri Bottas, everyone. Valtteri Bottas, who, don't forget, and I think lap 3 of the Grand Prix had that collision or something happened with Lewis Hamilton, has clawed his way back. So obviously he didn't have much of a problem. He just dropped back a little bit. So it must have been Lewis Hamilton that had that debris and crashed into the back of Valtteri Bottas. Or maybe he had a problem with his car, slowed down, and Valtteri crashed into the back of him. I'm not quite sure what happened there. But whatever has happened, Valtteri Bottas has been the winner out of the situation because Lewis Hamilton hopefully is out of the points. We should think that he is anyway because he was crawling around the circuit for a very long time. And now Valtteri Bottas has managed to get back up into the points in 4th position directly behind us. Oh my goodness, directly behind us. And we're in lean mix. And we've got a few more laps to go. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. You know what that means, everyone, don't you? It means the Hookster for the final stages of this Grand Prix is going to have to defend like absolute crazy against Valtteri Bottas. Yes, because he's going to catch up very, very soon. We're minus 44 on the fuel now. This is lap 12, just going up the hill. And Valtteri is now 1.7 seconds behind us. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. We cannot turn the fuel up. It's impossible for us to turn the fuel up. Otherwise, we will run out before the end. So we just got to defend against Valtteri Bottas. But he's in a Mercedes. The car is faster than this Red Bull. Can we hold him off in the final stages of this Grand Prix? So now we've got more drama in the mix. More drama. I thought I was safe. I thought I was safe until the end. But no, I wasn't banking on Valtteri Bottas. I thought he was out of it. But no, he's well back in it again. And you can see from the mini-map that he's now right behind us as we come around this corner now. This is going to be very, very dodgy indeed. Of course, this is now the DRS zone as well. And there is Valtteri Bottas. He's right behind us now. What's he going to do? He's going to try and go around the outside of us. So we're going to try and defend the line. No, he's going to try for the inside line now. And he's got past us. I don't believe it. No. We're going to see if we can sort of out-drag him around the outside. Oh, very wide for the Hookster there. Very, very wide indeed. But can he draw it back in? No, Valtteri Bottas is still there. But the Hookster goes for the inside line. Does he get through? Yes, no. Valtteri's still there. He's still there. We're going to go for the switchback. Oh, contact with Valtteri Bottas. Contact. And I think we're going to see if we can go around the outside. Do we? Yes. Bloody hell. Bloody hell. So we hold on to this third position on lap 12. Barely holding on with our... Oh no, Valtteri Bottas once again goes around the outside this time. So the Hookster dives down the inside. There's contact. No, there isn't any contact. Valtteri Bottas has to brake very, very hard indeed. Oh, and we hold on to this third position on lap 13 now. Just 2 laps remaining of this Grand Prix. Thankfully, we have managed to gain a huge amount of fuel back. As you can see, we're only minus 14 now. So very, very soon we should actually be able to turn the fuel up to maybe standard, just get a little bit more purchase against Valtteri Bottas as we're going through the S section for the almost penultimate time. Oh wow. Well, I said this championship was going to go right down to the wire, and it certainly is. It certainly is, everyone. We're still holding out though in third place at the moment for Valtteri Bottas, but this is going to be the clincher now. This is the very, very, very long straight, and of course the DRS zone. That's going to give Valtteri Bottas, as we are still in lead mix unfortunately, the opportunity here straight away. Look at this, he gets past us going around the outside of us, but can we get a little bit of slipstream from his DRS? Yes, we're trying to, desperately. Still in lead mix. We're going to brake very, very late to the inside line. Valtteri's still there. Can we get it round? Yes, we bloody well can. Fantastic. So we hold on still to this podium position with just a lap and a half left of the Grand Prix, and now we've got plus in the fuel. We've got to leave it a little bit, just a little bit longer, and then we can turn the fuel up to standard mix, and that should help us in the fight with Valtteri Bottas. Oh my god. So just coming around the final corners now to start the last lap of this Grand Prix at the USA circuit in COTA. Or should I say it's called COTA, as we now come around the corner and start lap 14, driving up the hill, still holding off desperately from Valtteri Bottas. In, of course, the Mercedes. Ocon still in second place. He's well and gone now because we've been defending so hard. We haven't been concentrating on second place ban, as Valtteri Bottas tried for a little bit of a move there, but didn't quite manage to pull that off. And we're still holding on as we now go for the S section. There's no opportunity to pass here. Absolutely no opportunity for Valtteri to try and get past us here. It's going to be that very, very long straight, of course. But now we've turned the fuel up. We've turned the fuel up to standard because we've got just enough to get us to the end of this Grand Prix. That's going to help us now. It's going to help us as we go through the long straight. This is going to be the last opportunity for Valtteri Bottas, but he's not waiting. He's trying to get past us already, trying to dive around the outside as we now go around the corner here. And so here we go then. DRS for Valtteri Bottas. Is he going to try for a move? Well, we know he's going to try, but he seems to be a little bit too far back at the moment. No, here he comes, everyone. He's like a stormtrooper going around the outside of us, trying to get past, but I think we've got him covered off. I do think we have. Yes, we have. Fantastic. Oh no, he's there on the inside. But no, he managed to cut back into us behind. And we hold on to this third position as Kimi Räikkönen now puts in a fastest lap. And he's won the race. Kimi Räikkönen wins the race in the Ferrari. And it does look, if we can just hold off from Valtteri Bottas, that we are going to finish in third position. Oh, and Lance Stroll in the last dying seconds has gone out of the Grand Prix. Wowzers, me trousers. As we now come around the last corner, and yes, we have managed to hold off Valtteri Bottas, and we cross the line in 3rd place. Oh my god.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
Wow. I actually didn't think I'd be able to manage to talk through all that, but I did. Once again, the Hookster didn't run out of things to say. So there he is, everyone. There's Kimi Raikkonen, who won the race. Yeah, go Kimi, go Kimi. And there's the team mechanics congratulating themselves like they always do. And there is Jolly-Off Palmer, who finished in 6th in the Renault. Fantastic. Onto the podium then, just short of the top step for the Hookster, but we still finished in 3rd place, which is good. Really good. And there is the trophy for Kimi Raikkonen. And there, of course, is the Hookster's Red Bull colours. Still flowing with the champagne over everyone. Go on, Hookster. Yes, he's still sprightly, you know, still sprightly. 39 years old and still getting podiums and winning races as well. Unfortunately, not this one, but we still did well. We still did well. Oh, God. Let's have a look at those points then. But first, where is Lewis Hamilton? Well, he didn't finish in the points, as you can see, and he finished in, oh my God, 18th position, in fact. Wowzers, 1 lap down. Okay, then let's go to the standings. I just can't look at this bit. I just can't look at this bit. Oh my God, we're back in the lead again. Only 7 points now, 270 against 263. Oh, I just can't. My blood pressure just can't take this anymore. It really, really can't. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always, and business will be resumed as normal next week. Thank you, and good night.